Exercise number 5. Mind control, or mind in control. The placebo effect. What does the placebo effect have to do with us taking control of our mind? Instead of thinking of mind control as those who control our mind, let's think about it as for taking control of our mind. The placebo effect. The power of the placebo effect. Your mind can be a powerful healing tool when given the chance. The idea that your brain can convince your body a fake treatment is the real thing, the so-called placebo effect, and thus stimulate healing has been around for millennia. Now, science has found that under the right circumstances, a placebo can be just as effective as traditional treatments. The placebo effect is more than just positive thinking. Believing a treatment or procedure will work is about creating a stronger connection between the brain and the body and how they work together, says Professor Ted Kapachuk of Harvard-affiliated Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, whose research focuses on the placebo effect. Placebos won't lower your cholesterol or shrink a tumor. Instead, placebos work on symptoms modulated by the brain, like the perception of pain. Placebos may make you feel better, but they will not cure you, says Kapchuk. They have been shown to be the most effective for conditions like pain management, stress-related insomnia, and cancer treatment side effects like fatigue and nausea. Does the placebo effect mean failure or success? For years, a placebo effect was considered a sign of failure. A placebo is used in clinical trials to test the effectiveness of treatments and is most often used in drug studies. For instance, people in one group get the tested drug while the others receive a fake drug or placebo that they think is the real thing. This way, the researchers can measure if the drug works by comparing how both groups react. If they both have the same reaction, improvement or not, the drug is deemed not to work. More recently, however, experts have concluded that reacting to the placebo is not proof a certain treatment doesn't work, but rather that another non-pharmacological mechanism may be present. How placebos work is still not quite understood, but it involves a complex neurobiological reaction that includes everything from increases in feel-good neuron transmitters like endorphins and dopamine to greater activity in certain brain regions linked to moods, emotional reactions, and self-awareness. All of this can have therapeutic benefit. The placebo effect is a way for your brain to tell your body that it needs to feel better, says Kapachuk. But placebos are not all about releasing brain power. You also need the ritual of treatment. When you look at these studies and compare drugs with placebos, there is the entire environmental and ritual factor at work, says Kapchuk. You have to go to the clinic at certain times and be examined by medical professionals in white coats. You receive all kinds of exotic pills that undergo strange procedures. All this can be profound impact on how the body perceives symptoms because you feel like you are getting the attention and care. Give yourself a placebo. Placebos often work because people don't know they are getting one. But what happens if you know you're getting a placebo? In 2014, a study led by Kapchuk and published in the Science Translational Medicine explored this by testing how people reacted to migraine pain medication. One group took a migraine drug labeled with the drug's name. Another took a placebo labeled placebo. And a third group took nothing. The research discovered that the placebo was 50% as effective as the real drug in reducing pain after a migraine attack. The researchers speculated that a driving force beyond this reaction was the simple act of taking a pill. People associate the ritual of taking medication as a positive healing effect, says Kapchuk. Even if they know it's not medicine, the action itself can stimulate the brain into thinking the body is being healed. How can you give yourself a placebo besides taking a fake pill? Practicing self-help methods is one way. Engaging in ritual on healthy living, eating right, exercising, yoga, quality social time, meditating probably provides some of the key ingredients of the placebo effect, says Kapchuk. While these activities are positive interventions, in their own right, the level of attention you give can enhance their benefits. The attention and emotional support you give yourself is often not something you can easily measure, but it can help you to feel more comfortable in the world. And that can go a long way when it comes to healing. How to control your thoughts and be the master of your mind. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have for the creation of good in your life. But if not used correctly, can also be the most destructive force in your life. To control your thoughts means to influence the way you live your life. Your minds, more specifically your thoughts, affect your perception and therefore in your interpretation of reality. I have heard that the average person thinks around 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot, especially if they are unproductive, self-abusive, and just a general waste of energy. Okay, you can let your thoughts run amok, but why would you? It's your mind, your thoughts. It's time. Isn't it time to take your power back? Isn't it time to take control? Choose to be the person who's actively, consciously thinking your thoughts. Be someone who can control your thoughts. Become the master of your mind. When you change your thoughts, you will change your feelings as well. And you will also eliminate the triggers that set off those feelings. Both of these outcomes provide you with a greater level of peace in your mind. I currently have a few thoughts that are not of my choosing or a response of my reprogramming. I am the master of my mind. So now my mind is quite peaceful. Yours can be too. So, in this mind exercise 5, if we need to start with the placebo, a ritual in order to start manifesting healings within ourselves, which has been proven over and over if you go to the doctor or if you're in a control study, that a lot of the times, more times than not, getting the sugar pill in the control group created the same results as those who actually took the actual pharmaceutical medication. With that being known, come up with your own ritual, your own way of learning how to take back control of those 70,000 plus thoughts a day, pulling them into captivity and then ruling them, therefore projecting those thoughts into an energetic wave of positivity, of restoration, of wholeness, of your actual, true, authentic self. As we can see here in these two articles, there is substantial proof that this is actually the truth. Now, I know in the placebo article, they said something about cancer tumors not disappearing. Well, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. I have heard of such things as miracles happening, cancer tumors disappearing, people talking to their bodies, talking to their selves, taking control back of their mind onto themselves, using those 70,000 plus thoughts a day for the highest purpose of not only self, but everything else that surrounds them. I hope this was educational for you, and I hope you can see the direction we're going with these mind exercises. All the articles will be down in the description box. Please expand on the research, practice, work on it, meditation, quieting our minds, taking control back over our mind. We can't control others around us, but we surely can have some say-so within us. End of mind exercise 5. Placebo. Mind control. Controlling our mind. I wanted to add one final thought on this mind exercise 5. Mind control, controlling our mind, placebo. I want you to think about the virus. Those whom think on the virus, those who are afraid of the virus, those seem to be the ones who contract the virus. I just want you to truly think on this. Everybody who thinks or has fear of it seems to be the ones who will come down and have symptoms of this. Thankfully, they recover at 99.7% recover. But it is right now, in the now moment, something to look at. Let's take those 70,000 plus thoughts into captivity and not give away our thoughts onto things that are not healthy for us. After all, we are the masters of our mind, right? Now truly, this is the end of mind exercise number 5. Mind control, placebo, controlling of our mind.